Hello class, I want to walk through using Excel to create graphs. But before I do that, I just want to stress to you that this isn't an Excel class. I am not an expert in Excel. I just use a tool to do some things that I want. I may not always know the best way. And also play. The best way to learn Excel is just to get in there and to play around. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. It's just whatever's on your spreadsheet. It doesn't matter. So just get in and play. And also, if any graphs are being asked of you by me for an assignment, for a project, it's up to you. You can use Excel. You don't have to. You can just draw them. This is just a tool that is helpful, and I want you to be somewhat aware of what you can do. So the first thing that we're going to look at is I put some data out here, and these are the majors from our class, the possible majors, and how many people are in each of those majors. So the first thing I want to do is create a bar graph, and in any graphs that you create in Excel, you want to highlight the cells where the data is prior to creating the graph. So the cells have to be highlighted first, and I'm going to want to know the major, the name of it, along with the frequency, how many people are in that major. So once I've highlighted my major, I just go to Insert, oh, I'm sorry. So let's pretend like I was at home. I would go to Insert, and already I see some graphs over here. Oftentimes, you can just go to Recommended Charts, and Excel has taken a stab at what you might want to see and what I want to see. And they're just showing bar charts in different formats, if you will. I want to see something like this with the majors along the horizontal axis, so I'm just going to select it and say OK. And there is my graph showing the frequency, which is along the y-axis, for each of these majors. You'll always see, and it also depends whether you're using an Apple versus Windows driven, a PC. Things are shown slightly differently. All the same capabilities are there, but if you're on an Apple, things might come about a little differently. So there's a plus sign, and then it just gives me a lot of options, things I can do. If I want to put in access titles, you see I clicked on that, and now I have access title here, and I can override what it says. As I'm typing, it showed up here, and when I hit enter, it comes down here. Likewise here, I want to note that that's frequency, so I'm going to start typing the word frequency. You can see it up here. When I hit enter, it's going to show up here. And I want to override this chart title that just shows up there, and I'm going to say class majors. And there is my title. So just different things that you can do. And well, actually, there's a lot more things in here, and you would just have to get in here and start playing around to figure out what they are. That's really the best way to go about it. Okay, once I have my graph, it sits here on my spreadsheet. If I don't want it there anymore, I just click on it, and I'm just going to hit the delete button. Whoops. And it goes away. Okay, so that was a bar graph, and now we're going to do a Pareto chart. And if you remember from the PowerPoint, a Pareto chart is just a bar graph, but it is in decreasing height order. So you're going to start with the highest frequency, which in this example is 7, and then it's going to go decreasing frequency-wise until we get to 0. So there's multiple ways we can do this, and one is allow Excel to do it for us. If we select this data and insert, I can see right here something that looks like it's in decreasing order. Oh, I think that's it. I might have to look around. Nope. I'm going to go to recommended charts again. Oh, here it is. If you look here, you see that these frequencies are decreasing. I'm going to select that and hit OK. And there is my bar graph with my majors, and it's in decreasing height order. So Excel has done that for me. It's also done a few other things for me. It has superimposed an ogive, remember the cumulative frequency line on top of it. It additionally has added a percentage along the y-axis, along with the frequency. We have percentages. So this is when I select Pareto and allow Excel to do that for me. So again, I'm going to delete this, and instead of allowing Excel to do it for me, I am just going to put my majors in decreasing frequency order, and then I can just create a bar graph, and that's a Pareto chart. And I just want to do that so I can show you the sort capability. All we need to do is sort this column, column B, in decreasing order. So if you go up here on the right, you see this little funnel with the A to Z, and that is your sort button. I'm going to sort Z to A, but Excel will make some assumptions if I just click one of these. So I typically will go to custom sort so I can make sure it's using the right properties. So as I can see, Excel has defaulted to column A, which means it would sort this column alphabetically. That's not what I want to do. I want to sort on column B. So I'm going to say sort on column B, largest to smallest. As you can see, I've highlighted the major name as well, because if I didn't, it would just sort the numbers, and then the numbers would be alongside the incorrect major. And I'll say OK, and you can see it has sorted in decreasing frequency order. And now I can insert my bar chart again, but it is going to be in decreasing height order. Selecting this one right here, and there it is. And again, you have your plus sign. You can do, you can play around with how your chart ends up looking. All right, let's go on to the next one. In this example, I have your bucket list items and just kind of categories of what people indicated. And 12 of you had talked about travel, either internationally or within the U.S., zip lining, skydiving, swimming with dolphins, and just having specific career goals after college. So these were our bucket list items that showed up. And if you remember from the PowerPoint, pie charts are a good tool to use when you are graphing nominal data. And these items, travel, zip line, etc., this is nominal data. So we are going to select this, and we are going to insert a pie chart. And there's pi there. I'll see if it shows up as a recommended chart. It does. And there it is. So now we have this pie chart expressing different things on our bucket list and how many people. I'm going to show you first. Let me change this chart title to bucket. And there's a lot of things that you can do with chart elements here. If I say data labels, it is showing the numbers for each of these items. It has color coded the different items on the bucket list. If I click legend, you see over here we have a little triangle. That means there's more information there. Oops, there we go. It's letting me put it in different places. Let's see what it's doing. And I'm sorry, I literally am just playing while I'm talking to you. There we go. It's just different things that you can do. And the way you find these things out is just by getting in there and exploring. Okay, so that is our pie chart. Get rid of that right now. Okay. There was something else. Let me see if I can make it do it, where it would show you the percentages. It's probably the data labels. Percentage. Here we go. So I just clicked on data labels, and I'm going to say percentages, and as you can see, it converted. It kept the number, the 12, and additionally, it calculated the percentage on the pie chart and displayed that as well. So just something to play with if you're creating a pie chart.